So we're going to talk about Neighbours now. He's been a regular fixture on Ramsay Street for decades. Now the Neighbours star, Ryan Moloney, who's played Toadie since 1995, set to leave our screens.
He's not going far, though. He's just going behind the camera, and he's going to turn his hand to directing the show instead. We can remind ourselves why Toadie has been, the character of Toadie has been such a hit.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours.
Come on, Stone. No. Come on, please. What else are you going to do today? Look, I am not taking my little brother to the beach, all right? So just shut up.
Close your eyes, Toadie. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me.
I reckon you're the one who's going to be begging for mercy once you've met the lawman!
You reckon?
Oh, I reckon!
Perhaps we should have talked to him before I moved in.
Time.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
Welcome home. We've missed you.
Yeah, same. Hey, Toad.
I've got days, maybe a week. We don't have long, okay?
That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Ryan Moloney, who plays Toadie, joins us now from Portland in Australia. Hello, good evening to you. What time is it there where you are?
Just coming up to 6 p.m. How are you guys?
Really well. Set the scene for us. How are you feeling at this moment in time? Is it warm? Have you got a nice glow, feeling that you're going behind the camera now to direct?
No, it is not warm. We've been at a go-karting competition today, and it has been bucketing down on us. It's been freezing cold. We're in winter. You're in summer, so I wish I was there with you. Actually, I will be there with you soon, actually, in September for Toad on the Road. So I'm looking forward to that and maybe some warmer weather as well.
OK, we will talk about Neighbours in a moment. Toad on the Road, you're going to have to explain.
Oh, it's like, like when a football player finishes up and you go and listen to them about, talk about their career. Well, it's kind of like the same, except without, most of the glitz and glamour that a football player has. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun. We're going to talk about, obviously my journey on Neighbours for 30 years and kind of what happens behind the scenes and how we do it, and hopefully kind of bring you into the world of Neighbours and my world, and you get to know me a bit more as well.
OK, so take me into your world of Neighbours, because this will segue nicely into the chat about what you're doing next. Tell me something that has happened behind the scenes that no one knows, that went terribly wrong, but you can now talk about.
Terribly wrong. There was a nudie run once, we had to do, they always kind of give you some awkward things to wear when you're doing nudie runs, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I just said I'll just do it and just cover my bits. And I had to do a stunt in it and a fake fall, and it had actually just been raining. And as I did the fake fall onto the mats, I hit the mat and just kind of continued to slide across the courtyard with my legs up and just kind of showing everyone everything that I had. So yeah, that happened.
That happens. Morning, Ryan. It's Charlie here in the studio. Lovely to see you this morning. Can I just ask you, to 30 years on the show, and I'm just looking down the list, a lot of people know about the people who've been on the show over the years, like yourself, Margot Robbie, Russell Crowe, Kylie Minogue, of course, and Jason Donovan, Guy Pearce. Can you give us a memory? I don't know, how many of those people did you work with? And have you got a sort of particular memory of, I don't know, first day on set with one of those people?
Well, probably not. First day on set with one of those people. I don't know. I mean, they always had kind of intervention orders out on me, so it was always quite hard to get close to them. In fact, actually, you know what? Do you know the wrestler Batista? He was one of the most loveliest and one of the largest guys I've ever met in my life. And he was just so lovely and generous and kind. And so that was kind of really nice there. But in terms of people like Margot and Guy, they're absolutely fabulous and wonderful people as well. And, they're very grounded and down to earth. So it's kind of like nothing really kind of stands out on the first day. I do know that Margot once challenged one of our runners to an eating contest during lunchtime, in which she won. She ate the most amount of spaghetti. And I think she also probably brought up the most amount of spaghetti as well.
OK, nice bit of detail there. Thank you, Ryan, for that one, especially over breakfast for people this morning. And Ryan, tell me a bit about the new role as director. So you step in the other side of the cameras. Is that a comfortable thing? Has it come naturally to you? Obviously, seen lots of directors over the years, so you know how they operate.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've started director training with Neighbours. They do a training program, which is fantastic. And so I get, kind of guided underneath, under, one of our more experienced directors. And in fact, it was Tony Oscar, who was one of my first directors back, 30 years ago. So it was just so fabulous to be working with him. But yeah, so, we kind of go through the process. But yeah, after 30 years of being there, there's obviously a lot that I do know, but there's certain aspects that I don't know, and I just absolutely love it. It was a very weird thing to be sitting in meetings, just kind of going, actually, this feels right. This feels where I should be. So fingers crossed I get a bit more. I just actually had my first episode aired with the producers, and they said that it didn't suck, so that's good.
Can you give me the face before we let you go of like when someone's done something, you think it's rubbish, but you're trying to be constructive with your notes as a director?
Yeah, okay, all right. So what about if we kind of look at it a little bit this way? Maybe you might be a little bit upset by that instead of looking so happy. Because at the moment, you're looking really happy. So it's kind of a mixed emotions, really.
Very diplomatic. I think, yeah, you're going to be great. You're going to be great. Ryan, it's always a joy talking to you. Thank you so much. Good luck behind the camera. Thanks.
Good on you. Thank you for having me.
Take care.